All right, my friends, it is time to paint. I want to do purples, maybe some blues, some neons. This palette, it is actually calling to me. I'm gonna start with some clean canvas in shade Fair. I know I'm gonna hop over to white later because anytime I'm dealing with pastels and neons, I'm gonna wanna reach for a white base so it really, really amplifies them. For right now, we'll just start with this one. It is quite a bit lighter than my skin tone. And again, that goes back to enhancing the pigments and the colors. So whenever I don't know where I'm going, but I know I wanna have fun, I'm gonna start with a smaller brush. And let's just stamp that right there. Now, when you're dealing with pressed pigments, which is exactly what this is, they're a lot more intense. They're also a little bit more delicate. So these pressing motions are never a bad idea. We can blend them together later with some buffing, but for right now with the placement, just be a little gentle and keep you calm. Now in between grabbing the shadows, I'm just wiping it off on Sheila. This is Sheila. She's clean, I promise. So let's also grab this shade, and I'm grabbing it on the side, and I'll just press it right underneath just this one side. Again, I am just treating my face as a canvas. It's one of my favorite things to do, so I'm just grabbing the colors that make me happy. That one made me happy in that moment. I think I'll build it up just a little bit more. Perfect. This reminds me of those cups in the 90s. Let's place that here. You'll hear that tip tap? That's 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬. That's my puppy dog, Doug. Do you ever hear snoring or footsteps or all kinds of just little noises? That's Doug and Jean. One's a cat, one's a dog. Now why not grab this shade? Why not? That's fun. Now he's drinking water. If he can make a noise, he'll make it. This color's so pretty, it reminds me of a night sky. This is what we call a sequin, and that is a matte that just has big chunks of glitter in it. I'm gonna take that. Actually, you know what? Got my C31 here. Creasing is completely normal at this point. I do not have this set. We just don't want the creasing here, which we're not getting. Okay, back to our fun shade. I'm gonna make sure I've got plenty on there. Whenever you're going to pack, make sure that there is a ton of product on your brush for placement. It just really helps everything become friends a lot more easily. Now, you might not enjoy the look once we're done, but I promise you it's going to go somewhere with a little bit more rhyme and reason. I picked up a fluffier brush, and I'm just gonna add, oh, there's a goblin noise. There you go. Oh my Lord, that's the cat. So the kitty cat was feral, and before I found him, he had something that had attacked him, essentially. I'm gonna open the door, baby. So his little sinuses got crushed. Mind you, I've had him like 6 years now, and he has the cushiest life ever. But if you ever hear just intense snoring, I don't want you to think he has asthma or anything, or that he doesn't go to the vet literally every 6 months to get blood work because I have problems, but he has a little sinus issue that can't ever really go away. But he's perfectly healthy, and he's perfectly happy. Then I just grab the colors that are next to each other with a bigger brush. That way it doesn't deposit too much color. And I'm wiping off the brush every time. And then I just do light little taps. It's on the tip of the brush so it can go through here a little bit more easily. That's fun. I'm trying to decide what I want to put through here. I know I'm going to get a little wild on the lid space with some sparkle, but I have an idea. So I have some micellar water here. And I'm just gonna twirl that. Very excited. Let me do the other end. Okay, I actually want mine maybe a little bit smaller. I might actually need to switch to a brush. Micellar water on an E26, and I just wanted to do a tiny one. And I'm removing this because I want to put white eyeshadow base there, just so it can kind of pop. It's giving Swiss cheese right now, but maybe it'll make some sense. I don't know, y'all. I'm just painting. Remember, I wanted to use some more neons So I thought I would clean up the lid space here and put white. Perfect. Go ahead and clean it all the way over to about right there. Just wiping off the brush. Sheila is putting in some work today. I'm gonna put some of the white base in the circle here. We're definitely gonna put some here, which I'm gonna completely fill it in, but I also wanna show you that I'm gonna put it here. Bring it over. Now we're gonna smooth this out. I kind of just went boop, boop, boop a couple times as well there. And we can start adding shadow back. Let's start with this shade on the inner part. Mind you, if you just did your favorite natural brown eye look, this color as an inner corner is a really fun way to spice it up, because when you pair it with the neutrals, it doesn't look quite as sassy as it does right now. We'll do a look. I've done it before, but I think we should do another one this spring. Okay, pack that on. And by the way, look at the difference between the white base and then just my skin tone. Now let's do this shade. I love this shade so much. I'm gonna pack that here. Here comes Jean. Snorting away. Oh, that's pretty. I want to use a sparkle, but I don't know which one just yet. And I don't know. Yep, I just discovered where. Now I want to take the sparkle. Yes. 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬. And I want it right there on the high point of my eye so it sparkles even more. I'm going to feather it over this way towards the neon, and then feather it over this way towards the darker shades. That's fun. I like that. And I'm going to grab this shade on E26 and press that into the wet base. I am kind of using this side to press. That's so cool. And then just a little bit more, and we'll fill in that one too. Absolutely feral. There is a hair in my lip treatment. I'm taking that shade out this way. Now I'm trying to decide what else I want to do. We still have more space. We're pretty much done with the colors that we don't want to fall into our base. So I'm going to take my micellar water and a 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬, wiping it off. If you see me look out of frame or the brush goes away from my face, I'm dipping it in my micellar water, taking all of this away, and then I want to get that and then wipe it off on the brush, back into the wipe it off on Sheila, and then back into the micellar water. And I am going to do this. I'm not going to do a big old whopping wing. I feel like this is enough. It's a little carnival on my eye. This is the shade Rough Waves, by the way. I can't do that with a brush in my hand. There we go. But I am going to get this really, really close to my lash line. Since it's on my actual lash line, this is technically not a tight line. Look how easy that is though. Got a hair. I want to add that one right here with the 27. So I keep stamping that on until I get it really nice and bright. I don't want to cover up all this sass, so I'm just going to grab an Ardell 424, and I already have Duo Line It Lash It. I just throw a little bit on my lash line, and then we're good to go. Get on there. Let's make this a skin tint. Here's what I'm going to do. I love this, by the way. I did this the other day with the technique I'm about to show you. I did it with the new version of Double Wear, and it was just absolutely delightful. We don't know. So I'm going to take this stick, which is very full coverage, and then I'm going to add a little bit, 3 little dots, okay, of our essence. This is like a milky toner. I feel like the word toner is still so confusing, especially if you're from my generation, because toner used to mean just astringent chaos. Let me find the right brush. C41. If you're ever doing a skin tint, which is essentially what we've made here, please try the C41. So I like the idea of my skin just being a little bit more even. This matches me really nice right now. But kind of glazed, and that is exactly what we got here. You can make your own skin tint. And I mentioned the Estee Lauder one because I wanted you to know that I've wear tested this and it was perfect. Now I'm gonna go heavier with concealer just underneath my eyes, but the rest I wanna glaze. This one is so great for this technique and for powder foundations. When you're not wanting something super, super full coverage, C41. I'm gonna grab whatever's left here on my hand and just melt these edges. I could even melt it over this way a little bit. I heard the doorbell. I hope that Doug did not hit the doorbell. Doug, in fact, did not, or there would be a heavy yap right now. This is what I meant by just going heavier. I think I'll just go heavier in the center. Sometimes that's fun with these really intense graphic looks. I also don't want to cover up any of that pretty neon there. So I'm gonna grab a C30 to really perfect. And already my Estee Lauder 2.5 is too light for me. So I'm gonna switch back to R5 in Natasha Denona. C30, just grabbing that concealer, perfecting it here. Doug is snoring. He just let out a little sigh and then he stopped. He sleeps hard, my little guy. There we go. Whenever you want more coverage, you want a denser brush. And that's why I love the C32, because I usually want more coverage underneath my eye, but I want it really, really thin. That's what we got here. I kind of want to not put anything underneath here in terms of eyeshadow. I think I just want to do the waterline. Since it is Feral Monday, I love these. This is the Marron Cream Blend Stick, same as the other one. I use medium too, but this one is soft peach, and I'm going to use this one to really brighten right through here. I thought that would be fun, and then I thought it'd be fun to brighten it right here. Same C32. Just need to be a little bit more precise, which if I look into my mirror, I can be. There we go. I feel like this pink blush here is going to be really pretty. Cali Ray, shade is Epic. I'm going to put this on the back of my hand. That way I can pick up what I want. And I think I want to use the D1. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more dense. And then I'm just going to apply it here. Ben is in a meeting. I feel like we haven't heard Ben in a meeting in a while. It's a Monday. I'm actually filming this on a Monday. It'll go up next Monday. Oh, that's so pretty. I love makeup. I find any excuse to use this particular eye pencil. This one's Melt Cosmetics. It's the Edward Scissorhands collab. It's the shade Touch of Lavender. It is just so pretty to me. I love lavender, and these are a really amazing pencil. It's their slick line, but then these are limited edition. When I say these, there's also like a minty green. This is what our bronzers really look like. Not all of them, but a lot of the ones I had, they looked this shiny in the early 2000s. So I'm kind of excited to try this. I want to do a true like early 2000s look. It can be accurate, y'all. I was there. I was painting. I didn't have much to paint with, but what I did, I was painting. I'm gonna grab more. These are the Lumi sticks, and it's basically, this is the shade Sunkissed Rosé. These are from L'Oreal. The sticker's on the front of them. I'll have it labeled, but I do want to know. The Lumi Bronze Lipstick. Ooh, I like this. I feel like this is really gonna lend itself to the more glowy foundations that are on the market right now. I feel like sometimes an extra matte situation meets a glowy foundation and it gets kind of dull. This kind of goes with the glow, if you will. I don't know why my brain works like that, but it does. The last clip had to be muted because he was absolutely just in there cackling, but it's about something coming and y'all can't know just yet. So I'm gonna take our coming this year brush, yay, and I'm just gonna do whatever this is because I'm actually just painting on my face at this point. It is so much fun. Oh, there's a little kitty at my door now. He's real active today. That's so much fun. Now I want to add purple under here. I do, I feel like it needs it, but it's on the tip of the brush because I won't have fallout because I'm just pushing this way. So if there's any fallout, it's going into the brush, not underneath my eye. There you go. Isn't that fun? It gets to a point where I just sit here and fiddle around. Just fiddling. I'm sure some of you can relate. MAC Pink Peppermint. I love this shade, by the way, but I want to be sassy and I want to do a brown lip liner. I'm going to shade it. This is Sephora Collection Muted Brown. This is what it looks like. Look how pretty it is. It's not that one. Don't look at those. Look at how muted and brown that is. Isn't that a pretty shade? So let's kind of shade that on a little bit. How pretty this is. This is really pretty. So swirly in there. These are new from Kosas. This is it's a lip plumper. It's not burning yet. I'm testing it. I wanted to see. But it's definitely going to be, it has that spicy smell. This is the shade Aura Flare. So let's go ahead and throw this on. And if you ever want to keep your lip gloss like this extra sparkly, don't rub your lips together because the lipstick will just eat the shimmer. Resist it, my friends. Resist it. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. This has some spice. My lips already look plumper, but if you don't like the burn, this has got the burn. I'm gonna stick with the burn today. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me paint my face and just having some fun. I hope you had fun as well. Until the next video, I love you with all of my heart. Bye for now.